Close your eyes, because the loading screen just ended.
Fuck you, Legon. You're a piece of shit. You stole my fucking joke. Prick. Close your eyes, I'll sock you in the face. Yeah, no, close your eyes. What does it feel like? It feels like you just punched me in the face. That's exactly what I did.
That is like the tiniest freaking, like, devil thing I've ever seen.
I know, it's cute. I don't want to kill it. But, oh well.
We're gonna insta-kill it.
Oh,
No!
I don't really get the...
I don't want to kill it. We're gonna insta-kill it. We're gonna fucking dunk on this bitch.
I will
Legon.
probably... Oh, and it's actually the thing it's weak to.
Legon, you just didn't have to overkill, man. You didn't have to overkill it.
Hey, at the very least, we got stats increased for Radamanthus, and we get a little prompt
Didn't deserve
any
it.
second now for mutations for personas.
I mean, he didn't have to do that at all, but look where we are.
I mean, I would have made a pact with it, but I
Charmy's
don't have the person to make a pact with it yet.
Like what Charmy said. You didn't have to do that, but look where we are. We really got ahead in life.
Eh.
Wait a minute.
Listen, you gotta crack some eggs to make a cake.
You actually have to have a certain character to make a pact with, like, certain demons?
For some of them, it makes it easier. It's more like, I don't really know how to make a pact with that specific enemy with the characters I have now.
Oh, I see.
And another random encounter out of nowhere.
Well, it's almost like it's a random encounter.
Yeah, and a pixie and another thing, which I'm immediately going to negotiate. I'm immediately going to negotiate away the pixie because first of all, I have a pact with it, and secondly, it gives me free accessories when I have a pact with it. Yeah, where does Tatsuya get the microphone from?
Pulls it out of his ass. Listen, why are you questioning where he gets the microphone from and not questioning how he makes the fucking sound?
Because we've already explained that those are from his phone.
Oh, okay, so he just holds his phone up to the microphone stand?
Close your eyes.
I also just imagine Tatsuya's face like super determined, like he's gonna believe it. He's gonna believe it.
And this other thing, I forget what it's called, but I'm wanting to go ahead and do a specific thing with Akichi. I almost called him Ryuji, since he has Straight Slash now, which allows for a lot more slash-based fusion spells.
Oh no.
A lot more slash-based activities.
So I'm gonna go ahead and get Flame Slash EX with this combination of skills: a Fire Spell and Straight Slash. Which, whenever you do the proper combination for a fusion attack, it automatically does it on whatever enemy you targeted. You can't go ahead and pick the target or decide whether you do or don't want to do the fusion attack until after you've done it.
Right. Which is
one EXP away.
A bit of a downside. Apologies for the yawn, just out of nowhere. It's a bit of a downside to the fusion attacks that kind of works out that way, but you know, as long as if you know the game well enough, you're gonna be able to figure that out.
Or if you're just using a fusion spell guide, which is what I did later on, admittedly.
Right.
And if you're wondering why I'm showing off this enemy again, it's because I decided to make a pact with it this time.
Why is the sky blue?
An angel spilled blue paint. And it makes it interested.
Close your eyes.
Why would you invite a stranger into your house, Legon? You're not a very smart man.
I mean, it's a squirrel monster. You have to.
Yeah.
You have to? I don't know. If a squirrel monster's standing in my front door, I'm not going to just let it in.
Yeah, at this point, I remember...
nicely.
At this point...
What if it could have a gun? And
yeah, now I'm just trying to make a pact with it. And then... Okay, what, Tatsuya? Okay, nothing? I guess, okay. One of the things about pacts with specific personas, you can't make pacts with the persona if you're too low level.
Way to go,
Legon.
Legon.
Persona 5, so it's like Persona 5.
I just decided to show that off because later on I do end up making a pact with it and cutting that battle out, because it's like, I've already shown off how to get the pact.
Right. But yeah, like Charmy said, you can't, in Persona 5 is the same, you can't recruit, well, most of the Persona games, regardless, like, you can't recruit enemies that are higher level than you into your arsenal.
No.
Well, but then there's Yoshita and Persona 5 where they actually break that, and it's like, oh no, you can just do it at any level.
Yeah.
And all these people are just talking about stuff. Akichi,
Like
it's mostly just
normally do, Legion. Like students normally do.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like this is a high school.
Yeah. Really, the biggest purpose of it, besides finding the Hanako Rimmer Demon, is just lore on Seven Sisters. And here I decided to finally put on the accessories that I got from the Pixies.
So, my question is there any, like, chests or items you can get in the dungeon screens, or is it you're getting every item from negotiating for the demons?
I'm not getting... No, there are chests. There was one in the first part that I got ahead of time, because this is the first dungeon, and you go ahead and go through it for the prologue. And
that's kind of cool that you can kind of do that little sequence breaking kind of shit.
The chest itself held 2 antidotes.
Yeah, you can get a chest early before, if you go there and know where to look first.
Yeah.
Il Yoko sounds like a rapper name. Not gonna lie.
Yo, it's
Il Yoko.
And 2 people
sounds
from...
like he belongs in Jet Set Radio.
Yeah. 2 people from this place called Coolest are interviewing are here to interview Tatsuya. Spoiler warning, they're important characters.
Il Yoko from the Coolest.
No, that's
my record level, fam.
That is a Jet Set Radio band.
Yeah, that is a Jet Set Radio fucking moment. Straight up.
Yo!
It's DJ G. Yeah, DJ Dazzy.
Moyo Yoko. Moyo Yoko here.
Yeah.
I'm not the principal.
When do we get into Jet Set Radio? That's gonna be such a fun game.
What's the JJ's name for Jet Set Radio? It was like DJ Platsky or something.
Yeah, it was DJ. I think it was like DJ K.
But it's just like yo.
Anyway.
Today, we're playing.
All right. Enough Jet Set Radio. This is Persona.
Yeah, and Kichi, being the student from Cuss High, or at least it's nicknamed, it's actually called Kasuga Yama High, is apparently on a bad piece of paper with 7s, and then they just spin him around like a top.
Why is he spazzing out?
Because they were basically beating him up.
Because that's how you beat people up, is you spin them like a top. That's how people get beat up.
And Lisa and Tatsuya don't help at all when he's freaking spinning. Like, they just let it happen.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I know, right? They're just standing there looking at him like, yeah, you fucking idiot.
No, Lisa was just laughing. Tatsuya was just, yeah, this idiot.
Yep. And Undie Boss from Cuss High. What a fucking name. Here's where Ikichi's kind of going on. Ginko, and he's basically talking about how she's a white girl that lives in Japan.
Who also speaks Cantonese.
Yeah, so it's like he's talking about how she doesn't fit in. Anyway,
hello, other Maya.
Hello, party members. I mean, new friends.
And former party member from the first game that we're not going to be playing for a few years.
So the context is totally fucking lost on us, and that's unfortunate. But yeah.
I mean, it's not really necessary at all, even when you do the Snow Queen quest in the first game, which is actually how you get more story with Yukino, who is standing next to Maya. Yeah. But even then, it still doesn't really matter much at all, because all that happens in Persona 1 is recapped very quickly by Yukino.
Mm-hmm. Persona 1's very connected. Persona 1 and 2 are not as connected, but it's just they're connected by a character, but...
not one character, but a multitude of them, because one of the characters in Persona 1 does grow up and appears again in Persona 2, trying to be a salesman, but his persona from the first game is so intimidating that he scares away all his customers.
Yeah. But, those characters are still, Yukino's actually the only one that's plot relevant, I'd argue.
Yeah.
So, because she's an actual party member.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
She is a party member until you get a replacement for her later on in the story, which is for reasons that I'll not disclose as of yet.
Yeah.
Popping in zombies with knives.
Stop jerking off. That's not pleasant.
Yeah, stop doing that with your knives.
Yeah, it's not really nice.
Hey, we need to keep this PG.
We've already seen 3 people die in the first part.
And they're stabbed.
School violence is so passé. Say that to the shooters.
But doesn't that happen in Pixar movies all the time?
School violence is so passé. Look at your fucking schoolmate who's holding a katana.
And Yukino is just like, oh, I've seen this before. Let me try this again. What was the word again?
It's almost like I went It's almost like I went through an interdimensional fucking crazy story in my youth.
And as Yukino tries to remember the name of what that thing is, even though we all know it's Persona, she lets Maya summon her Persona first.
Wait, Maya's Persona is named Maya.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It's totally not confusing at all.
There's too many Mayas.
And it uses
Persona 2
Holy
LP,
Magic,
too many Mayas.
which rocks in Persona 2.
Holy Magic is always a pretty good spell. That's why you don't get a Persona with Holy Magic till late in the game. Most of the game. Is Yukino's is her Persona the same from 1?
Yeah, the design of it has changed a bit, but it's still the same Persona.
It's still Vesta. Is it still the same element?
I don't believe. I'm not sure on that. I haven't played enough of 1 to say for sure.
Fair enough.
Because I don't really want to play 1.
And you just hear Tatsuya in the background. Hey, I wanted to do my motorcycle noise.
Hey, you didn't let me charm them with my fighter jet impression.
And he's crying because of it, and the other two wanted to hear it as well.
And then Maya and Yukino just go, "You can do what now?"
Okay, but the real context behind it is basically a wave of nostalgia that Tatsuya, Ginkgo, Michelle, and Maya all feel. Not Yukino, because she doesn't really matter. At least
not Yukino,
for that.
because she's just there.
Not Yukino, because she's the placeholder.
Wait, she was the party. She was a party member number 1, right?
Yukino,
yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yukino.
Which happened
as Maya calls her, Yuki.
Yeah, 3 years ago in Persona 1.
She played the Persona game? So wait, that's really meta. She played her own video game? Yeah, Persona game.
Persona game?
Almost like this.
Guys, you guys are all in a game.
I played that in a dream once.
Meta.
Except apparently Lisa and Tatsuya remember something about the Persona game as well. Oddly enough.
Did they like the 5th one? Or did they like the 4th one?
I'm pretty
sure. Or the 3rd one?
I'm pretty sure they only played the first one.
Oh man, they played the boring one. Fucking lame.
Because the world probably ended and they got their personas before the 2nd game or 3rd.
So I'm not gonna lie, Maya's character design is a total cutie, and I think she's one of the cutest female characters in the series. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, she's cute.
Yeah, her design
really cute,
changes.
But, not anime.
Yeah, her design does change a little from Innocent Sin to Eternal Punishment, and I don't know why it's this does not feel like the same character, just from a design standpoint to me.
It feels like
it is the hair. It is the hair.
Yeah, she feels a lot more down to earth in this one. I don't know. She's a cutie.
Yeah.
But in the 2nd one, I think it's supposed to represent the fact that she's the focus and she's a more mature character.
Yeah, because she is silent in Eternal Punishment, and
at
the very least, it gives Tatsuya a
personality in this one.
Yeah, because at the very least, you get the chance to give both protagonists a defined personality with each game.
In the other game, which is okay.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Borderlands syndrome, where it's your main characters in the game you're playing are not going to talk, but then the later games are probably going to have a personality.
Yeah. Akichi
with his fucking Romeo face always kills me. It's son of a bitch. You think you're so slick. Stare. It's why did they add all the A's?
And basically, talking with Yukino here gives you a short summary of what happened in Persona 1. Sebek scandal. Mikage Cho, the town got walled off by magic. She and her schoolmates found personas. Some girl was controlling it all, and there was this guy named I forget.
Guido.
Yeah, Guido. There was this guy named Guido, but apparently that was an alias, as they retconned in Eternal Punishment. Because that was a victim of the Persona 1 translation, because, the white guy Mark gets turned into a black guy in the US version.
Legon. You probably should have saved that for the Eternal Punishment LP.
Guido's in Eternal Punishment. That's all you need.
Also, that face is my eternal life sometimes.
Yeah. But Yukino is no, I'm not getting a pink gun. I already have my infinite supply of pocket knives. I have a bandana under my beret. And Maya is...
And also, Maya is just a badass with fucking dual pistols.
And everyone's come on. Normal gun safety. Do you not know it?
I know, right? Just like the people outside are like inches from where the bullets came out. It's like, oh.
No, the principal just comes back and it's like, who's trying to assassinate me? Like he sees
you
knives
probably
and
fucking
bullet holes in
deserve
the
it, you
wall.
prick. Yeah, no, yeah. It's like they just happened to form kill the president.
But now the main objective is run around into all of the classrooms and destroy the clocks because they have the emblems on them, and you have to destroy the emblems to get rid of the emblem
And
curse.
no one cares about this? No one cares?
No, everyone's
well,
like
everyone's faces are bandaged, so.
And they're probably like, hey, you need to destroy the emblems, right? Okay, go ahead and do that so that we can all be safe and sound and not die.
But other than Legon's boring nature, I like Charmy's answer of, what the fuck? Like, you just come in and breaking the clocks. You're a prick, man.
No,
I mean, they're not.
just-
No. They're not the students' clocks. They're the school's clocks. So they're like, yeah, school destruction.
Okay, so the teachers are like, what the fuck, man? Don't
No,
follow my
imagine the
language, but
imagine
still.
Imagine the principal walks in and he just freaking sees, like, everything just destroyed. He's like, what happened?
Yeah.
And how much do I need to pay for it?
Yeah, because
No.
I'm totally not evil.
Okay, also, he sounds like Waluigi for some reason. He kind of looks like him. Wah. I want to touch little kids. Wah.
No! Stop!
He does get off. He does give off that look, though.
He does. He really does. Actually, well, yeah, there's some interesting things with that principal later on that happens.
Yeah. That's not for.
sounds
That's not
Very
till a later
important
part,
for
though.
the game. Yeah, it's not till way later in the game.
But this is basically the gist of the entire dungeon. Run around, find class, get into every single classroom, break every single clock, and then go to the teacher's lounge. But now we're getting more backstory on Koji-san from the first and second part, Miyabi Hanakoji.
Yeah. She was a student in Cuss High. No, some fatty called Cozy. Wow, so...
And
wow.
Nikichi
Legon,
is
I hate to call
dumb.
you out on thing, but future advice for future recording sessions, don't just, like, speed through the text. We still need to kind of read it.
Yeah, right.
So-
that's still a thing I'm trying to get used to because of post-commentary stuff.
Yeah, you're so used to playing the game, I feel you. It's tough to really, like... I do it with Zelda all the time, where it's like, you're like, skip through.
So,
Yeah.
Koji-san is Akichi's
Koji and-
ex-girlfriend.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Akichi, I can't bear to be apart.
And I guess we don't really need to talk about it that much because there's a whole entire scene between them later, and it's actually kind of heartwarming. So
Yeah.
we'll just leave it for that.
There's also a more heartbreaking one. But that girl
Yeah.
there, like another... To go back to what we discussed in part 1, how Persona... Oh, I basically think Persona 5 is a spiritual successor to Persona 2, Innocent Sin. Lisa's best friends are named Sheba and Miho, which we find out from one of the girls in this classroom, which I'm pretty sure is made reference to by Lisa's best friend, Shiho.
Oh.
You mean Anne's best friend?
Yeah, An, not Lisa.
Yeah.
You just called her Lisa. Yeah, spiritual successor, Lisa,
Yeah.
the blonde one, right? It's in both games.
It's the blonde
call-
girl. It's the blonde girl with the red spandex tights.
Yeah. What do you name the blonde girls in Persona? Just name her Lisa every time.
Makes it easy to remember. But this
Yeah,
is the person
makes me pretty American.
This is the person you have to talk
Hanako.
to find the Hanako rumor in order to spread it and get Hanako the toilet demon to be part of the normal encounter rate. Which I'll
Right.
show off later on, because right now, clock destroying time. Woo. Oh. Okay,
Damn random encounters.
I know.
Why'd you keep this one in?
I'm pretty sure whenever I keep one in where it's enemies we've seen before, I either get Tarot, which is not very likely, or I make a pact with them.
Okay.
'Cause-
Kinko's love is unconditional. Wow,
Unre-
I really wish I had some of that in my life.
Yeah, because
Continue.
Lisa is of the Lover's Arcana.
Obviously.
The slime is honestly, like, incredibly cute, though. Like 100%.
And it's right now where I
slime?
remember that Lisa is the one who basically gets the pact with the slime, with Seduce.
That's weird.
And that's sex.
Considering what it looks like in its animation, I feel uncomfortable right now.
What does she have to like
Listen.
shove her butt like towards the camera or near it?
Because it's
I mean,
called
she
seduce.
is seducing.
I know, but like
She's just seducing the wrong person. Like Yukino is just looking, or Yukiko, or whatever the fuck her name is. I forgot
Yukino.
already. Yukino. Okay, I was trying to say Yukiko, but Yukino is just
Go
like,
ahead,
yeah,
just
I'm
call her
not the
Yuki.
right person. Yuki. Yeah, okay, Yuki is like, I'm not the right person for that, Lisa.
And here I am
Stop.
thinking ahead again. Teachers' lounges later.
Right. We still need to go get the toilet demon.
That's something that'll happen after I break all the clocks on the left side of the entrance to the school,
Can
which
you
is
think of any
right
other
here.
video game? Can
What?
you think of any other video game that you can play where you can where your objective is to break all the clocks in a high school?
I really can't, to be honest.
And then and now we're gonna go ahead and
Only
spread the
Persona.
rumor about Hanako the toilet demon.
Hey, did you hear about that thing that sits on the toilet and talks philosophy with you? Yeah, it's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, no, it really is. Really nice guy.
Of course, rumors in the game have to basically be believable in order to actually spread and gain ground so that they'll happen.
Right. So
Like-
you basically have to pay a fee to get a rumor spread so that it can actually affect things in the game.
That as well, but basically, like, say you want to spread the rumor of,
Also,
hey, this
remember
weapon...
to cut out your save screens, by the way.
If you want me to, but one of the things about it is basically you can spread a rumor about weapon and armor
guess not.
shops is you can have them sell very bad weapons for bad equipment for super cheap, decent equipment for prices, and good gear for very expensive prices. It's like you can't have it one way where it's
Attempt to cut Shaniko failed.
but you basically can't have it like where it's super
look at
cheap
Maya.
weapons.
She's a cutie.
Like, you can't have super cheap weapons that are amazingly good, because it's like, how are these weapons, like, in a real world, it's like, how are they selling this super antique katana that's only made once and there's no other copy of it for $10?
Because shut up, high school students.
Yeah, you can't really do that in Persona 2 Innocent Sin, so they have to be believable in order to gain ground and actually happen.
Right.
I'm just looking over everyone's skills at this
Same,
point.
the same as in Persona 5, where the cognition makes your guns and weapons real.
Yeah. But now I just gotta destroy the last 2 clocks here, and then we're almost done. Until we find Hanako.
Till we find Dookie Monster.
Yep.
Dookie Monster.
It's his new name from now on. Fuck Hanako, it's Dookie Monster. Dookie.
And there it is, right
Did
there.
we find it? Yeah! Fucking love this
Dookie
guy.
Monster!
This guy's a dookie.
Actually, just a toilet? You're kidding me.
It's just a toilet.
And when you try talking to it, it
It's got
raises
a
a
hand.
fist at you.
So even the toilets are fucking Nazis, man. What the fuck?
I like it was just a fist came out of nowhere. Like a fist just
Yeah,
it
it's.
just came rocking
funny.
out of the toilet.
I'm kind of sad that they didn't just keep the idea of a toilet and like instead it's the fucking thinker sitting on a toilet. But it's like I would have loved if the Persona staple was instead of like
Alpha Gore.
Jack, Alpha Gore, and instead of Jack Frost, it's just a toilet.
I love that cry from Akichi.
Oh, I thought that was like a girl character, so I thought
Yeah,
okay, it's fine. But then I
that was
realized it
Akichi.
And Toy Breaker's got a lot of range. So can you make a pact with a toilet?
Nope, you can't do anything.
Aw.
You can't do any negotiating with it.
It's just a It's just a little. It's just a little gag.
This game is unbeatable then.
For you.
Right.
Hanako is completely
Well-
optional, though.
Yeah, I mean you can just avoid it. It's
Yeah,
just
I
a
was
gag.
guessing that too. I was guessing that too.
Also, you can imagine like it's just breaking a toilet and not killing a demon.
no,
Yeah.
but
It's like, man,
that isn't good either. But anyways, as I was saying, so it's like 0 out of 10 because you can't talk with the
you
toilet.
can't- yeah, okay, I'll agree with Charmy, even though I kind of make fun of him for his past. It's like, man, you can't be friends with the toilet. Fucking worst game ever.
Okay, but the stats for the Hanako boss in Innocent Sin, it's a rumor type demon, it's level 13, has 256 HP, has
So
32
just
attack.
gang up on it.
Yeah, 32 attack, 33 defense, 22 magic attack, 24 magic defense. Light. It's null to light and dark attacks, and nuclear. Yeah, I think it's nuclear and MN, whatever that stands for. I forgot.
Oh, so so basically don't use holy on it.
Or dark. It also has one of the worst skills in the game.
Idle animation is literally it just closing its door.
Yeah.
I know. It's fucking funny.
It also has one of the worst skills that you could ever get hit by in the game. Hula of Misfortune. It has your money. And there's no way to get it back.
It's actually really bad.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And multiple enemies have it.
Yeah, that's that's one of the downsides to Persona 2 is that spell exists, and I'm glad they never brought it back.
It also has Malaqua and Stun Claw, which is low water damage to everybody and low havoc and nerve damage to one enemy that may sleep. That's all the stats. Right. We got a couple more minutes of just facing off against the toilet.
Well, I mean, like I said, it's kind of a design hindsight issue to where it's like, oh, this game requires more money than most of the Persona games, and then they have enemies, a ton of them that have a spell that can just take half of it for good.
Most of them are of the rumor variety, though, to be fair.
Right. But you're going to want to fight those rumor enemies because they give you really good stuff.
Yeah, probably. At this one, I forget which one. I forget what you get from basically finishing off Hanako because I forgot to do it on my first time I recorded this.
Then there's a bee in the room.
There's just a bee and being like, "What's going on here? Oh, they're fighting a toilet. That's normal."
Yeah. Tries to put Yuki to sleep.
Yeah. You know what's kind of sad about not being able to negotiate with is Tatsuya can't make fighter jet engines to a toilet.
Yeah, no, please.
No, the funny thing
Tatsuya just making motorcycle noises to a toilet.
The funny thing is him making toilet flushing sounds.
To a toilet? Yeah, that'd be funny. It's like, I speak your language.
Oh my god, this is my boyfriend. This is like everything I've ever dreamed.
Yeah, no, close your eyes. You can speak my language? Psst, psst, psst.
And Hanako is defeated, and we get her name tag after Vesta gets more stats. Woo.
Well done, Legon. Very efficient.
Yay, now what to upgrade? How about luck? Because what I'm going to want to do with Tatsuya here... What I want to do with my stats here is just go for an all-around, like, completely balanced. Nothing really too out there.
Oh, okay. So you're just playing the balanced run?
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Well done, Legon.
We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next time when we explore more Seven Sisters and progress plot.